Sit on down, baby. Who's talking? Who's talking? Baby, don't you get that man no money. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Come on, baby.
Tell me
something.
Hey. What's happening?
What's happening, Jack?
Big.
That's right.
what's happening?
That's right.
Hey, baby, pay
Big
attention.
Daddy Willie here
Pay
in the
attention.
house.
Get
And
that.
I am feeling good tonight. That's right. Come on now, talk to Big Daddy. Talk to me. What's that?
What that mean? You been up and good?
I'm good. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I got this chinchilla. Had a family at the stomach.
Let me tell you something. Pimpin' JoJo's feeling good like a cheap pimp shoe. Hey, you gotta say my name twice because the pimpin' just that strong and nice, Jack.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Well,
You know.
Moses, look at this.
What is this? Who are they?
Moses, my people have gone far from me, and these are the men they will become.
What do they call themselves?
They are called Pimps. No longer will they seek to be called the prophet of Yah. The enemy has made against them heavy in their debt. They shall serve the enemy and sin against them in hunger and thirst and want of all things.
Son, Yah said that the children of Israel would serve their enemies in hunger, in thirst, and in want of all things. So, to be in want of all things means you don't really need it, you just want it. You're materialistic. Our people spend more money on more junk than any other ethnic group in this country.
Oh, shoot, man. Look at that dish. Talk to you. Oh, man, check out this watch. Have you seen anything prettier? Only costs 10 G's. Watch it, thou shalt not covet.
I understand that. But let me show you what a real pimp do. You see these cheetahs?
I see him.
All right, now let me tell you. I jumped on a plane this morning, went down to a motherland. Then you know the cheetahs knew I was coming. When I stepped foot on the ground, they started running.
Oh,
Yes, they did. You know, I had to do a ball 75 just to catch one.
better.
I killed that sucker, got it on my feet. It's chill and so fresh, they still purr.
Shoot him again.
Still purr.
Well, that's right. I see both of y'all. But do y'all see me? Look at these diamonds. Cost about 15 G's. Look at them shining bright.
Oh, yeah, blood. Hey, we got that scratch. I think I'll buy me 6 more of these watches so I can have 1 for. Every day of the week, Jack.
That's cold.
Listen, I just feel good. Like you said,
Hey, hold up. Woo.
Daddy, you looking fly. Y'all got that paper, huh? Share your secrets. I need to be rich like y'all.
well, look here. I want to know, what are you willing to do to get what we got?
do it right, you won't have to die, but you will get rich.
Get it! That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Share your secrets, my sister.
Oh, you see this wad of cash right here? See, the secret is, baby, once you got it, you got to have it to get it. Once you get it, know how to keep it.
So I just have to be smooth.
Baby.
Smooth, sweet, and dynamite.
Okay, hey, better yet, about as smooth as this gold watch, you dig?
That's right, Tom.
Well, you know, sometimes we get to a point where we just don't know. I think we're there right there. That's not right. That's not right.
Say, sweet, let me back to your taste. Give you a little history about myself.
That's right.
See, they used to call me Johnny, right? But now that I'm double the pimp, guess what they call me? That's okay, I'll tell them. They call me JoJo. That's Chief Silverback Real Pimpin' JoJo if you really want to know.
All right.
Now on the real side, ain't I the smoothest pimp you know?
Indeed, you are.
I told you niggas.
Moses. Other people and nationalities should come into their neighborhoods and own all the businesses. My people shall be poor because of this, and the other people shall become rich.
Son, do you see how the other racial groups own all the businesses in our neighborhoods? Right? Who owns the candy store?
Mr. Muhammad?
Right. And they own the restaurants, liquor stores, the check cashing spots, the beauty supply stores, gas stations, and everything else in between. Yah told us that this would happen, that we would be in a situation where foreigners would own everything and we would own nothing.
Wow, Dad, they do.
I'd like to know, well, why did you choose Harlem as a place to set up your establishment here? I've been here in Harlem for like 20 years. No, I mean, when you initially came over here, why did you choose Harlem? You like it here? Do you live in Harlem? You don't live in Harlem? Where do you live? I live in Long Island. You live in Long Island? So you said you had this store here for 20 years. You said business is pretty good. Why do you think business is good? People are friendly. And so you think if you put this store in like Manhattan or something like that, you think you would do just as good? Or you don't think you'll do good in Manhattan as you would right here in Harlem? You think you're better out there? Why? Because we like to spend money, don't we? Yeah, that's right.
How you doing there, buddy?
Good, how are you, my man?
I'm doing all right.
JB's, my man.
JB's, can you state your name?
My name is Tony.
Tony? Tony. Did your name change when you arrived to America?
No, it's still the same.
It's still the same? Your name is Tony in the Middle East?
Yep.
Okay. Who patronizes you the most at this store?
Well, obviously black people, because we're in a black neighborhood here.
Because you're in a black neighborhood, huh?
Yes, sir.
So they spend most of their money with you.
Exactly.
Okay, that's all I need you to know. You loving it? You loving that money from the Hebrews, huh?
Why not?
Why not? Okay.
Could you tell me, sir, who is your number one consumer in this beauty supply store?
We're located in San Bernardino. Have set up communities.
Okay. How long you guys been having this business? And
We've been at this location for maybe over 15 years. We've been in San Bernardino, this community, for over 20 years.
okay. Can you tell me your nationality, please?
I'm
Korean.
Korean. Yes.
Okay.
Everything, whatever you need, man, you can get it, make it.
And you need help.
Everything. People will steal from me.
Oh, it would appear that the circus is back in town. It is P-I-M-P-ology. Oh, no, wait. It's pimping, baby. Look, it's pimping. It's pimping, right? That's good. Pimping.
What's up, boy? How you see today, my new nigga?
Business.
Listen, how much money you make this month? I bet, right? There. That's more than what you made all month long.
That's his yearly salary plus income tax check right there, out of my pocket. Hey, wait a minute, Pimpin. You have to pay for that first.
You see this cashier? I can pay for your whole entire store.
You know, you brag about borrowed money. It is not yours. You did not work for it.
Hold up. Let me explain something to you.
Oh, please.
I don't know about where you came from, but here in America, possession is not just of the law. And if it's my pocket, it's mine.
Okay, well,
And
we'll deal with you in a second, Mr. Cheetah Outfit, or whatever it is you have on. You said that you have enough money to purchase my whole store, right?
Check this out, son, nigga. Hell yeah.
That's very interesting. Why do I not see your store? Where is it at, dum-dum? I see your couch, I see your clothes, your fancy cars, your jewelry, but I don't see you guys owning anything new. Say, nigga, what you talking about? I own this here money, and as far as I can tell, this money here is real, Jack. You see me? I am hardly impressed. Look at your neighborhood. Who own everything, huh? You have the Koreans, you have the Chinese, you have my people, you have the Indians, and you even have the Mexicans. You know? But where is your possessions? What do you have here?
Once again, my new nigga, let me explain something to you.
Please
All
do.
those people that you just talked about,
Yes.
the government imported them to hold us down. It's the man that's holding us back.
Oh, the white man this, the white man that, the white man. But Hakeem, my brother, you are the only man holding yourselves back. Look, this store, I and my uncle, we own this store. I am 27 years old, and I have 2 businesses. I've been in this country only 10 years, but your people have been here close to 400. What is going on? I don't understand.
So what, nigga? You want a cookie? Treat some. Buy out whole pack.
Oh, yeehaw, you are like stupid little children. This is why you only spend your money on toys and never anything real. You know, my store will be in this community and the doors will remain open because of you and your money. You will keep my doors open. You'll never own anything other than those stupid clothes, those dumb cars, and that god-awful jewelry.
This is where you talk about my clothes?
Yes, I am. Check it out.
You got a skirt on.
Check it out. Hey, wait a minute. I get it. Sammy, you tripping because your ride's busted.
He ride a camel too. Riding on this little curve.
You know what? $35.99. Pay up and get the hell out of my store. I would tell you I feel sorry for you, but I can't I simply don't. Just leave, please.
We came to your establishment to get some liquor.
Get it to the please.
Keep the change.
Add this to it. Get a new turban. That one looks dirty. I am not a fool, my friend. I am not Sunni. You should learn about culture. Get out of my store. Get out of my store. Still broke. Don't let me keep under the counter. Get out of my store. Right now. Get out of my store. Buy a store, Dynamite. Buy a store. Buy a store.
Get out of my neighborhood.
Get out of my store.
That's right.
Get out.
Don't make me mad. I said don't make me mad. Give me my money.
It's my money. Get out.
These things are very hard.
Moses, they will be so low that children will oppress them. Their sons will no longer be powerful and armed. stand on street corners going buck wild.
Put your hands up, nigga. Oh, give me everything you got, and what you don't got, you can keep. Especially them shoes. Like you wearing high heels.
Come on, little nigga. I'll give you half of what I got, which will still be alive.
No, it ain't going down like that. I want it all. I'm the one with the gun.
Give it up, Pimp Daddy.
Wait a minute, little mama. I ain't got nothing. I'm not even with them. I ain't no pimp, baby. I'm a preacher. And the Lord sent me to tell them to stop all that pimping out. I'm their last hope, baby. This robbery is a sign that the Lord's not pleased with them. Yes, it is. Church, preach, tabernacle, Genesis, something.
Shut up before I shoot you in the face.
Okay.
That's all right. She the one who ain't got nothing.
That's right, Daddy. But, see, after you take what they got, you need to let me come hang out with you. See, you got the money, and you let me come hang out with you.
Wait a minute, Trick. I thought you was down with us. You just wait till they get done robbing us. I'm gonna
share your cookies.
Oh,
And spend your money, John. And
you girl.
What do you know? I ain't never seen a pimp get stuck up. What the hell's going on here?
What you think, nigga? We robbing you.
The pimp guy is not gonna be pleased with this here shakedown, Jack.
I need to get my money.
Can I have some of the money?
I need my dough. Give me the rest of my money. Give me my scratch back, or it's gonna be some silverback gorilla pimping attack. If you don't want that, you don't want that. Get it. I need my money. Oh, hell no. Get the hell out of here. You get that twice. Same.
Son, since the late 1970s, our communities have been overrun with youth gangs. Now, some of these gang members are as young as 11, 12, 13 years old. But they still have the power to impact our neighborhoods and make them unsafe for us.
My people are going to be destroyed for their lack of knowledge. Since they will reject my knowledge, I will reject them and forget their children. Their children shall be taken away from them and given to another people.
Running wild, watching wild, see the smile. Walking home, mama gone, mama tired, so is all alone. Kinda sad, kinda mad, ghetto child. I think he has been hanged in the back of his magazine. Didn't have to be.
Son, God said that our children will be taken away and given to another people. You remember when we sat down and we watched Roots together and we saw this happen to Kizzy? But even today, look, Angelina Jolie, Sandra Bullock, Madonna are all adopting little black, little Hebrew children. They're being taken away and given to another people. Y'all said this would happen to our children.
Yeah, they are. Brooke
was strange when he called that white man his daddy.
Robin Walter, it's been well publicized that an increasing number of Americans are adopting children from other countries because of a supposed baby shortage here. What most of us don't know is that, like many third world countries, we too are exporting some of our own children. In China, foreigners are allowed to adopt baby girls because their society doesn't value them much. Adoption experts here say our forgotten children are African American, especially the baby boys.
That's good. On Saturday afternoon, they're testing out the Easy Bake Oven at the Picture House on Victoria Island in British Columbia.
Magneto comes with the magnet and the window and the
A few blocks away, Harry and Diane Johnson and their 2 sons are taking the family dog for a walk. Both families are part of a growing contingent of Canadians and Western Europeans adopting African American children.
We feel extremely lucky to have them.
The United States has become one of the most popular countries for Canadians interested in foreign adoption. Judy and Martin Pitcher adopted 2.5-year-old Landon from an agency in Oak Park when he was less than a week old.
We just couldn't believe that it was so easy to adopt an African American child from the United States.
All right, son. Now, this lady right here is your great-great-great-grandmother. She lived in Mississippi a long time ago. She was a slave.
Really, my teacher told us about slaves.
Yeah, they treated us real bad. They took Bessie's son away from her and sold him off to another slave master, and she never saw him.
Why did they do that? Don't they know she will miss him?
Yeah, son, but they didn't care. I'm just glad we're not living in a time like that anymore. I don't know what I would do if they took you away from me like that. Who is it?
Good evening. It's Miss Smith from the Department of Family Services.
DCFS? Yeah, can I help you?
Yes. May I come in?
Yeah, come on in.
Good afternoon.
What is this about? You sure you got the right address?
Yes, you are a Miss Sheila Jones, mother of a Raymond Jones, age 9, and this is 1930 West 19th Street, apartment 2D, correct?
Yeah, but you're a DCF agent, and not only come around, you done did something bad to your kids, so my child is out there. Ain't no wrong with that.
That's why I'm here, to make certain of that.
See, here he is right here. He's okay, he's fine. So you can leave now.
Miss Jones, it's not going to be that easy. I must speak to the child myself. We have received reports over the last several months that you have given the child beatings.
Beatings? I have never given my son a beating one day in his life. I give him spankings and punishments and times out, but never a beating.
Right, okay. Raymond, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and you must be honest with me, okay?
Okay.
Right, Raymond. Does Mummy ever hit you?
Yeah, I get with her sometimes when I break the rules.
And what does Mummy hit you with? Let's see, is it the belt, a slipper, or what do your kind call it? A switch?
My belt, her hand, and one time with the shoe.
And does Mummy's whippings ever leave bruises on your body?
No, because she's a girl and she doesn't hit that hard.
Right, and Miss Jones, did you take him to seek medical attention?
No, he's a boy. This is what they do up at EpiCenter. He's fine.
Right, because Mrs. Williams, your teacher, said you had a black eye last week. Did Mummy do that to you?
No, I got to play basketball. I told my teacher that already.
Right, and you said you just put ice on it or something?
Yes, Raymond is my son, okay? I know what's best for him.
Right, putting ice on it is not what's best for him, okay? Sheila, I have seen enough. Raymond, please go pack some belongings. You're coming with me.
What you mean coming with you? You ain't taking my son nowhere. I love my son. I would never do anything to hurt him.
Miss Jones, drop the attitude, because that's not what I see here. Raymond, it's time to go.
You ain't taking my son.
Listen, I am taking the child with me. Sheila, listen, please, Sheila, make it easy on yourself. I will call the police if you do not give the child to me.
No, sir, no.
Come on, Raymond.
No.
Sheila, please let go of the child. I will call the police.
Baby, go pack your stuff.
Go on, Raymond, go pack your stuff. Sheila, we have a few forms for you to fill out, okay? We need to bring them to the court tomorrow morning. If you do not have a lawyer, the court will appoint one for you. Please, Sheila, calm down.
No, my baby. No, why are you taking my son? Why are you taking my son? Come back, please, my baby.
things I see is very hard for me.
Believe what I showed you, Moses. Your people will have to go through this, but there is more.
Moses, when you see the visions from the flesh, it is hard for you. But know that your Father will make things straight again. Just as the visions show you the bad, in the end, you will see the greatness.
Yes, Mother, I see, and it does pain my heart.
Moses, look again. In the lands of their enemies, they shall be locked away in prison houses.
Tony, name me 5 people that you know personally that are in jail.
Uncle Larry, Lil Man, Bean Juice, Coco, and my friend Darky.
It's a shame that you can even answer that question. But the Bible predicted that the true children of Israel will be the majority of those locked up in prison houses. Although we only make up 12% of this country's population, we make up over 54% of the prison population. Predicted in the Bible, son.
When I get locked up, they won't let me out. They won't let me out. Locked up, they won't let me out. No, they won't let me out.
Officer Lynch, bring the prisoners forward. Stop right there. All right. You two young men, step forward. Right there. Now I sentence you both to 15 years in prison just for looking at a police officer. Young lady, step forward. I sentence you to 10 years. You little one, 30 years. You and you, step forward. You 40 years. Haven't I seen you in my court? Just get over there. 50 years. And you, 15 years in prison.
Wait, I'm the lawyer.
So, you in my courtroom for a reason.
Yeah, I'm the prosecutor.
So, you're still a nigga. And every nigga in my courtroom goes to prison. Get him out of here.
Wait, you can't do this. This is a joke, right? What crime have I committed?
Well, the crime is being a nigga. And a smart lawyer nigga at that. And for that, sir, you get 20 years added to your sentence. 35 years altogether, nigga.
This is injustice. I want to see my lawyer.
I thought you were a lawyer, nigga. Add 5 more years to a sentence for being a lying nigga. Get these animals out of here.
Man, get your hands off me.
Let's go.
Animals.
Come on, niggas.
Moses, as my people go through all this, they will forget that they are my people. They will not consider they are the children of Israel. They will be known by many disrespectful names.
So I mean, that brings me to my next point. Tony, what's your ethnicity?
Dad, you know I'm black.
No. Black is a crayon, son. Okay? And besides, I didn't ask you what your color is. I asked you what your ethnicity is.
Okay, I'm African American.
Son, there's not one country on the planet called Africa America. Okay? Matter of fact, Africa and America aren't even countries, they're both continents.
Well, I don't know, Dad, but I bet it's in the Bible.
Yes, it is, son. When we were first brought here, we were called many disrespectful names. Niggers, spades, coons, spinks, African American, Afro American, colors, blacks, right? But the Bible calls us Hebrews and Israelites, the chosen people.
That's right, let's go, come on.
Vote for Ralph Overton.
We're gonna make America great again, come on. Let's go. Let me hear you. Ralph Overton, 2016 for Congress, let's go, man. Are you guys not pumped up? You guys not excited for the greatest country on the planet? Let's go. All right, Ralph. Vote for Ralph Overton, 2016, the American Patriots. Let me hear you.
Too, y'all. He's black.
That's it. Vote for Ralph Overton, 2016, the American Patriot. That's right. Make America better again. Yeah. That's right, bro. Let's go. That's right, man. Let's go. Come on. I'm doing very well. Yourself? Excellent, excellent.
I'm Alice Rose. Like me to keep people like you ignorant of what's going on in current events. Standing with me right now is Consul Ralph Overton III. So it's a pleasure meeting you.
Always. I'm so shy.
Yes. So,
going well. We've worked tirelessly to bring the campaign of the American Patriots to the American people.
Wonderful. So, do you see the video going around with all this excitement? There's a video going around with you on the Israylite Heritage Productions. Is she the first lady?
Well, all I'll say about that is, me and Condi, you know, we have a special relationship, you know, and that's all I want to say about that.
Special relationship?
Yes, she's been an excellent mentor to me, and I've definitely learned a lot.
Mentor?
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
How's that working?
Oh, working out fine. Hashtag 2016.
2016. You know what he's talking about is you're a patriot.
Yes.
You're a great American patriot.
That is correct.
What makes you a patriot? Please tell me.
What? Well, being it honest, I mean, isn't it obvious? My love for the greatest country on the planet. God bless America.
Dad, that seems like a patriot to me.
Oh, do I not?
No, you don't. You don't look like you can bust a grape in a free fight in the righteous backyard. Do you even know how to hold a weapon? What direction? Up, down, point?
Well, Alice, you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and have to end this interview. Yeah, thanks for coming out. All right, have a good evening. All right, team, let's go. Hey, Overton 2016, let's go.
I don't know, son. It's like a politician running for office. Let's check it out.
That's right, Ralph Overton. Yeah, let's go. All right. Hey, my good man. Good evening to you. Ralph Sebastian Overton III, candidate for District 6 Congress. How you feel?
Okay, Ralph. This says that you are a real American patriot. Is that right?
That's correct, sir. I'm that through and through. My blood is red, white, and blue.
Ralph, how can you be an American patriot when, newsflash, you're not even American?
What? Excuse me, not American? Geez, buddy, can't you read the sign? I'm the American patriot. I'm more American than that Barack Hussein Obama birth certificate, anyone? Huh? I hadn't seen it. That's right. Where's it at?
See, son, this is what I was just talking to you about. How these old Clarence Thomas, step and fetch Sambo niggas that forgot who they are.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Brohim?
Yeah.
Brohamster? Forgotten? I've not forgotten for 1 second who I am. I'm Ralph Sebastian Overton III, candidate for District 6 Congress. Hello? I just said that.
Ralph, what makes you an American? Humor me.
What makes me American? If this isn't obvious enough, well, let's see here. Let's run it down the line there, brother. Let's see. Overton's helped make this country great. I have a Harvard education. And like I said before, I actually have a birth certificate. Got it right here, buddy, if you need to see it for verification purposes.
Listen, I love the suit, circa Apollo Creed Rocky, but we're not talking about those factors there. Where were your ancestors on July 4th, 1776? Where were the Overtons?
Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Here we go, buddy. Look, the Overtons were helping make this country become great. Duh. Newsflash. 4th of July?
No, Ralph. No. Your ancestors were shucking sugarcane, picking cotton, and excluded from the Constitution, just like every other black man and woman in this country was and is to this very day.
Whoa. Easy there, Huey P. Newton. All right, that sounds a lot like terrorist propaganda, all right? And America has no place for terrorists like you.
Right. America is only for us Americans. Some of the American patriot. Hashtag Overton 2016.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what? Back in Nam, we had a saying for guys like you.
Whoa. You were in Vietnam? The war that was 50 years ago, and you're what? 35, 36? Politicians, man. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Wait, buddy. No, let's not misconstrue facts here. I said that I took a vacation to Vietnam. But had I lived back in those times, I would have joined the Army, Navy, Air Force, and or Marines, and I again would have served my country vigorously.
Listen, 4th of July, Gary Coleman. I don't think you have the stature to serve anywhere. Have you been in any of the wars for this country in the past 15 years?
Hashtag not getting it. Let me explain it to you again there, bro hamster. Look, as I said before, I have the heart of an American patriot, and that's what makes me a good candidate for an American soldier, all right? I stand vigilantly on guard for the protection of my country against terrorists. Why can't you get that from your big small, buddy? That's right, hey, yeah!
You know, I feel sorry for you, man. This is just sad.
Hey, look there, soul brother number 9. What do you feel sorry for me for?
Because you have no idea who you are or who your people are. You're just lost, man.
Who I am? Let me break something down for you there, brother. That's right. I am Ralph Seymour Sebastian Overton III, President of the New Republicans for the New Coons. And let me break it down a little bit further. Hold on, I am not done. That is colored, obvious naysayers such as yourself, Coon Power Commie. That's right. Coon Power. That's right. Yeah. So,
unbelievable. Yeah. You know what, man? This is the one thing that you and I can agree on. That you are a king coon. Tony, let's get the hell out of here, man. We've heard enough of this coon's rhetoric.
One more thing, brother. Does this mean I have your vote? Because a vote for Rock is a vote for a better America.
Get the hell out of here, man.
Come on, that's a plus. Come on, guys, let's continue this campaign. Guys, check the security for me, and let's prepare to roll out here. Let's hashtag over to 26.
They will forget not only Yah, but they will forget who they are.
Yes. Mother, I see. It does trouble me. It troubles my heart.
Moses, more is coming. They will be redeemed from the punishment.
Moses, the order between men and women and men will be reversed. The women will rule over the men, and the men will be brought down real low.
Raise your hand if you're married. None of you are married. Raise your hand if you would like to be married to your baby's father. One. The rest of you who don't plan to get married, why don't you plan to get married? I'd like to know that.
You already have your child to think about, and then a whole family to care for. You know, it's a lot of responsibility. And then you don't want the commitments.
I don't want no man holding me down because I think I can make it as a single parent.
But don't you think you might need help in raising that baby from a man?
Not really. I didn't have a father. My father wasn't in the home, so no, it really, male figures are not substantially important in the family.
25 years ago, you would not have heard such things said so freely because they were not embraced so widely. A strong family was still the backbone of Black America, and 3 out of 4 children had both parents at home. That is true no longer. Most Black children are now growing up without their fathers. The result is a world turned upside down as children copy what they see and repeat what they learn. The Don said she didn't have a father in her home and doesn't think her children need one. She's not unusual. Half the Black families today are headed only by a woman. Lorinda said she could make it on her own as a single parent. She has never been married and is raising her daughter without a man's help. She's not unusual. Today, nearly 60% of all black children are born out of wedlock. Timothy said his children are not his responsibility. He has left them to be supported by their mothers and welfare. He's not unusual either.
It's a regular topic of conversation in the African American community. Educated, successful black women in search of a partner are instead staying single.
So black women aren't getting married, that's clear. Well, what does this mean? What are the implications? What are the long-term consequences?
Sociology professor Chris Marsh studies those consequences and what's behind the growing phenomenon of black women staying single.
There simply are more black women than there are black men. There's more available professional black women than there are more professional available black men. There's black men that are actually in prison and therefore not in the marriage market.
30-year-old Lamika Evelyn knows all too well the challenges of the marriage market.
I assumed I would meet a guy.
Evelyn has done everything right. She has a successful corporate career and is working on a PhD. She's active in her community and church. What's missing in her life is someone to share it with.
I thought I would meet the love of my life, make some money and have some babies. And I ended up being, still single.
You see, son, these curses have affected our people so much until it's even destroyed our relationships. As much as I loved your mother, we're divorced now because she thought that she can do everything without me. Her husband, her friend, her comforter, her covering.
Why, Dad? Why she think that?
Well, like a lot of our women, your mother suffers from the Willie Lynch syndrome.
Willie Lynch who?
No. Willie Lynch. William Lynch was a slave owner who taught other slave owners how to control their slaves. He said, put the male slave beneath the woman slave and put the woman slave in a position of power on the plantation. So our women feel as though on the plantation that they didn't need a man. And this is the same type of thought that's been passed down to our women generation after generation. But guess what? This is Bible prophecy as well. Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, your leaders lead you astray and destroy the way of your paths.
I hate Willie Lynch for doing this to my mom.
Me too, son. Me too.
Lucy, Michael, Cameron, and Destiny, Charlie's Angels, come Question, tell me what you think about me. I got my own problems and about my own things. Only ring the skelly when I'm feeling lonely. When it's all over, please get up in me. Question, tell me what you think about this. I couldn't tell me where you get this. Pay my own money and I pay my own bills. Always 50-50 in relationships. But should be all about me. Cause I'm wearing
Come on.